What's up? Here we go. Okay. Just waiting for everybody to kind of roll in. If anybody is here, I'm ready to go. I'm just kind of checking a couple stuff here and there. Okay. Very well. What's up, DB? How's it going? About to go 8-0 in my league. Thanks, dude. Holy moly. But look, here's the thing, DB. Let's be honest, okay? I'm here, but you're the one who's starting the lineups. You're the one who drafted the team. Like, I don't mind getting, okay, I helped. But at the end of the day, it is your team. You deserve all the credit. If you lose, then you can blame me. You win, take all the credit. It's fine. But yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. 8-0. I don't even have an 8-0 team this year. That's crazy. Benson, what's up? Steven, what's up? What's up, bro? Went off 114 points with Brandon Cooks' goose egg. Yeah, Brandon Cooks not looking good. His health, too many concussions, man. Too many concussions. Pretty insane. Did I miss a touchdown? I left with like a minute left in the game. Did the Steelers score? Let me see here. I guess they did. Yeah, because it's 10, whatever. Who scored the touchdown, though? We have a touchdown from Deontay Johnson. Very nice. All right. So be it. Yeah, Brandon Cooks, man. Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods just nowhere to be found. Actually quite crazy. DB says, make better decisions. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. LOL 2-6. I'm moving up. Oh my god. Oh my. Feels. Hey, you know what? You can run it back. You got 5 more weeks left. String together 5 wins. Go 7-6. Walk right into the playoffs, and then lose in the first round. No, I'm just kidding. But that always happens. I swear. All right. Let's see here. I mean, I don't know. Like, I have leagues where. This is why I play in so many leagues, because I have leagues in which I just have a bad team, and no matter what I can do, they're just not good enough to win games, right? And I have those teams, and what do? I try my best, but if nothing works, so be it. I got another team, right? That's why I'm in 13 different leagues, so that worst case scenario, the team that, okay, like obviously there's a league that I care about the most. There's leagues in which I play with my friends, and then there's leagues in which, because obviously I'm all bragging, right? And then there's leagues in which I play for a lot of money, right? And I want to win those 2 leagues. But all in all, that's why I usually typically have a lot of leagues, so that worst case scenario, because I do have a couple teams in which they have only 2 wins, I don't really have to worry about it. I just say, you know what? Chalk it up to an L. Next. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back to the chat. So Steven says, I'm getting Diggs next week. Thank God, because Thomas is on a bye. Yeah. No, Steven, you should be good. I mean, from what we talked about earlier in the week, Diggs joining the lineup should help, and going forward should be a pretty good addition to that team. And I mean, you do have Drew Brees now, and Drew Brees did play well. The quarterback struggles that we kind of like fumbled around with there has pretty much been kind of locked down. I think obviously Brees is going to have a bye week here. I think you still have Jimmy G. You play Jimmy G against the Cardinals, perfectly fine. And then going forward, Drew Brees the rest of the season, and then we'll see how we turn it around there. So the Dolphins are going to win tonight, right? Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it's going to be close, though. I mean, obviously, from what we can tell, the Dolphins came out, a couple forced turnovers, short field positioning. It's granted the Dolphins a pretty substantial lead here, but in terms of if they're going to win, I don't think so. They got to get back to running the ball. The Steelers have to get back to running the ball. This is not a good defense. They're just making mistakes because of the inexperience of the quarterback. Here we go. Pass it. Is that Nick Vannett? Yep, Nick Vannett. Nice 12-yard gain, 13-yard gain. Not bad at all. Jimmy G against the Cards. Perfect. Yeah. Steven, you got it, baby. It's going to be good. Moving forward. Should be good to go. So, who had Tevin Coleman this week? Anybody? Anybody have Tevin Coleman this week? Anybody have a surprise 4-touchdown game? 30, 40 points or something like that? Because when Cooper Kupp goes for 40 points, I'm not so surprised anymore, right? When Mike Evans goes for 40 points, you know what? It's Mike Evans. Perfectly fine. But when Tevin Coleman goes for 40 points, you got to be kidding me, right? Like, that's insane. It really is insane. Considering Breida is still there, and who would have guessed 4 touchdowns with one guy? It's crazy. But, yeah, that's just the way it goes. Okay, let's see here. Let's close this out. How many tabs do I have? I think I have one too many tabs. Let's close that. Derek says, by some miracle, I picked up Breeze off of waivers, used him and Chark in a trade for Kittle, then traded Kelsey for Josh Jacobs. Hopefully all goes well in that specific scenario. But hey, yeah, picking up Breeze, not a bad idea. Hopefully everybody went and did that a couple weeks back when I told y'all to. For those of you who, or especially Derek, you went and picked up Breeze and you traded him for somebody. Maybe go pick up Cam Newton and then trade him for somebody once he comes back. He's already been, I think he's out this coming week. I think Ron Rivera already said he's going to be out this coming week. But still in the future, not a bad pickup and potential trade. Traded Coleman a week ago. Oh, sorry, man. I had Coleman, Jones, and Christian McCaffrey. What the hell are you doing over there, Bigsby? What the heck are you doing over there? Oh, my goodness. That's actually ridiculous. That's a good run by Snell there. I'm like 30 seconds behind you guys with the 15-second delay on YouTube and another 15-second delay on the stream that I'm watching. So that's not a bad run. Gets caught in the backfield. Still make some plays. 40 Coleman. Yeah. Exactly. I had Coleman and Galladay was nice. Yeah. Dude, Galladay, man. 1 week he's there, 1 week he's not. 1 week he's there, 1 week he's not. It's very, very sketchy. Josie says, thoughts on Ty Johnson? Yeah, I'm concerned. The fact that he did not play much, did not have majority of the rushing attempts out of the backfield is concerning. J.D. McKissick didn't even contribute very much in a game in which they scored a lot, and it was back and forth passing. So that in itself is very concerning. But in terms of like snap counts, Ty Johnson played 40% of the snaps. Trey Carson played 30% of the snaps. I'm hoping somewhere in this universe Ty Johnson has the job, but I'm concerned. I don't think he's a guy that you can play anymore. Like we were kind of sold to, I guess, believe in. Let me see. What was the next question? Lewis says, I'm cursed with streaming quarterbacks. Is there a solid strategy out there? Help pick up off the waiver wire quarterbacks? Yeah, I think there is. Typically, I would say that you want to go for... Look, going after matchups might not always be the greatest thing. But... Because I'm thinking, okay, let's say, for example, you picked up Kirk Cousins this past week and you played him against Washington. That doesn't help anybody. And then a couple weeks ago, you could have picked up Minshew and he did nothing. Or Garoppolo, he did nothing. But in terms of a strategy, I'm just looking for players that are on fire and typically going to be playing at home. Like, as of like, the reason why I have Derek Carr as my number one waiver wire quarterback on this week is because in itself, okay, what the heck did I just... Wait, is this what they did to score at the end of the first half? Wait, I'm so embarrassed for the Dolphins. That's awful. They're literally trying to lose this game. Anyway, so what I was saying I can't believe that was the actual play that happened. The only reason I have Derek Carr as like my number one waiver wire pickup, right? He's been playing well. The Raiders are a better offense than they typically have been in the past, and the Lions have given up 4 passing touchdowns to each of the last 2 quarterbacks. Now, with that logic, well, here comes Derek Carr to throw 6 interceptions and have the worst game of his career. But I digress. I'm just saying, like I think there's a pretty good idea where you just play guys that are on a hot streak. All right, what is Mason Rudolph doing out here? Bad pass. All right, let me come back here. It says, thoughts on Darius Geis when he is back? Yeah, they're going to run the ball a lot. The interim head coach, Callahan, is a guy that loves running the ball. Was the offensive line coach for Dallas a couple years back when they were really heavily running the ball with DeMarco Murray and Zeke. So they're definitely kind of, we've seen this guy want to run the ball. They've kind of shown it in the last couple of weeks. They want to feed Adrian Peterson, and now that, what's his name, Darius Geis is the starting running back for the future of this team, hopefully. Maybe it's Bryce Love when he comes back from injury, but either way, I think Darius Geis should be okay. I think he's a decent waiver wire pickup now that he's fully practicing, but I don't know if he's going to even play. Like, we saw Jalen Samuels practice on Friday, but he's not playing this week, so, just kind of give you some perspective. I'm in trouble. I'm in QB trouble. I have Murray and Goff on waivers. Carr, Fitz, Newton. For upside, I'm going for Carr. Newton's not playing this week, and I don't really want to play. Actually, I don't mind Fitz against the Jets because the Jets have not played well. So, honestly, I'd rather play Carr, but I don't mind the Fitzpatrick play. But yeah, Newton is just the guy you would just pick up. Who would you drop, Murray or Goff? I'd probably drop Murray. Here's my thought process. Murray has to, even when he comes back, because he has to play the 49ers this week. And then, if I'm not mistaken, let me go find it right now. Let me go find Murray's schedule. I'm just not a fan of Murray's schedule. That's the problem here. Where is this? Here we go. No, that's not what I wanted. I want this. All right, cool. Let me look up Murray's schedule. Kyler Murray. So, he has to take on the 49ers, then Tampa Bay Bucks, not bad, and then the 49ers again. Then he gets LA in week 13. Pittsburgh, then Cleveland. It's not terrible, actually. It's just the 49ers matchups that kind of scare me. But between him and Goff, I don't know. I feel like I have more confidence in Goff rest of the season. But that's just me. Maybe it's because I'm a Rams fan. The bias is kind of folding in on me. All right, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, next. Let's go ahead and go here. Come back to these questions. Says, I have the Pats defense. They're on week 10 bye. Okay. Thinking of stashing a defense a week early. Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Cleveland versus Buffalo. Kansas City versus Tennessee. Detroit, Chicago. Either New York or either New York team. I think I'd rather play Baltimore versus Cincinnati for week 10. Yeah, that's probably my suggestion. Their secondary's gotten better. They brought in Marcus Peters. And I think this is going to be a better team defensively as time progresses. Early on in the season, we saw a lot of defenses really not play well, but over time, they're getting more. I guess they're just clamping down more. Defenses get better as the year progresses because you're getting more film on opponents, being able to sit down and watch a film on a said team and determine, hey, okay, this is what they love to do. We can already read this, etc. Let's see here. Play action, first play. Oof, he just threw a bomb. Is that on PI? Interesting. They're going to call it uncatchable? Interesting. All right. Trying to stash a defense early, yeah. Let me go look at the schedule for week 10. I mean, those are pretty much the best matchups. Okay, so let's see here. If the Saints are available, no, actually, I don't want to play them against the Falcons. Scratch it. The Ravens are good. I don't mind the Buccaneers versus the Cardinals. Sorry about that. The Buccaneers versus the Cardinals, not bad. I know it's not a bad matchup because the secondary is not great. But I don't know. I just feel like there could be a little bit of a good pass rush going in the direction of Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul on either side, and Ndamukong Suh. I think they could really get after Mr. Kyler Murray for Week 10. The Lions, I don't really want to trust them defensively. The Colts versus Miami, I don't mind that at all. Panthers and Green Bay, no, we leave that as such. Seahawks 40, no. Yeah, so I either want to play Indianapolis, the Ravens, those are probably my two favorite of that week, and then the Buccaneers. So those are my three suggestions for a Week 10 defense. Bigsby says, same, I'm in LA. Also, LOL. Yeah. Let's see here. What's going on with this game? This guy threw another pick or what? Did he really just throw another pick? Oh, God damn it. Are you serious? Fitzpatrick really just kind of burying himself. Yikes. Both the Minkah Fitzpatrick, huh? He's doing himself. Wow. All right, interesting. Derek says, thoughts on Darrell Henderson Jr.? Gurley moving forward. Okay, I think Henderson might be the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. And what I mean by that is that if, in fact, Gurley over time has another knee injury, is going to miss like the last couple of weeks of the season like he did last year, Darrell Henderson is going to be the golden ticket where I don't know if you guys, many of you remember last season, CJ Anderson won a lot of people championships, won me a championship. Just picking him up, having him on roster. If you are a Gurley owner, I think you need to have Henderson on roster. But if you are not a Gurley owner, I don't mind having Henderson because he could potentially down the road be the starting running back. If in fact Gurley is just, he can't run because his knee. But we don't know exactly to what extent. I mean, they're not running him enough, and we can obviously tell that. So we're just like already anticipating an injury that's looming, or him potentially missing more time. Are we done with Fitzgerald? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no matter the matchup, we're done. Like Fitzgerald's out of the top 36 from here on out. He needs to put together like 3 monster performances, and then I'll get back on the train. But as of right now, I burnt my ticket, and I'm done with it. I don't want to play Larry Fitzgerald. It's insane how bad he is. I mean, it's not even like on him, but it's insane how the Cardinals, throw to the slot position more than any other team in the National Football League, yet Fitzgerald's not catching anything. Christian Kirk at least came back, had a good week, which is promising. So that's okay. But yeah, it's rough. Definitely rough. You know what I'd like to see, though? I want to see the Pittsburgh Steelers actually win this game, but I want to see them run the ball. Like, as a Connor owner, start running the ball. Just get the ball out of Rudolph's hands. Don't have to worry about it. Just run the ball. Minkah Fitzpatrick traded over, made a good play because the tight end didn't want to catch the ball. Was it Nick O'Leary? Nick O'Leary was with the Buffalo Bills for a long time, mainly just a run-blocking tight end. All right, where are we at here? Start Cleveland versus Broncos this week. Flacco out. How is his backup? I don't even know who's going to be backing him up. Let me look at the depth chart. I don't mind playing Cleveland against them, though. I don't mind that at all. I think that could actually be a good play. According to what I'm looking at, Brandon Allen from Arkansas is going to be his backup. Now, what did Brandon Allen do in the National Football League thus far? I don't think he's played a single game. He was drafted in 16, he was signed by the Jaguars in 16, cut in 17, claimed by the Rams. Rams always get these Jaguars players, man. I guess that's where they just like to get their players from. And then waived by the Rams, then practice squad by the Rams, then free agent, and then waived by the Rams, and then now he's been picked up by the Broncos because Drew Lock is on the IR already. So, yeah, play the Browns versus the Broncos this week. I think that's not a bad idea. Not one bit. All right, let's see here. Let's watch this game a little bit. Are they going to run the ball? Hopefully. There we go. There it is. There's the lane. There we go, Connor. Good run. Let's go. What's the flag, though? Come on. What's the flag? Are we calling holding? Man, I'm sick and tired of these big plays getting called back another holding call. You know what? I truly believe holding needs to be a 5-yard penalty. Okay? Without a doubt in my mind. Holding, which they can call so easily. It's not like they have to go and do a replay. No. They can instantly call it and it's back, right? It needs to be a 5-yard penalty. The fact that you can start off a drive and you're 1st and 20 all of a sudden, the game is completely different. Trying to gain 20 yards in the matter of 3 plays, I mean, everything goes out the book. Okay, you better throw a little screen pass here. Rush off the edge and throw a screen pass. All right. I wish I could actually show you guys my screen without like getting copyright striked, because they'll know instantly that I'm... Wait, what are we doing here? You try to pump fake? Oh my God. Xavier Coward just dropped a pick? Dude, he had him locked down too. That's not Xavier Howard, never mind. Unless that is Howard, I don't know. Who's 21? No, it's Eric Rowe. Never mind, scratch it. Yeah, it's called way too often. It's sick and tired. I cannot understand it. Like, starting now, they're 2nd and 20. Like, how are you supposed to make a play here? You have to hit them with a screen pass, or hopefully get a call on your side. Maybe defensive pass interference, defensive holding, something of that nature. Or you can just throw the ball to DeAndre Washington and he can get you 20 yards. Because that's just what happened. All right, so be it. That works. That's perfectly fine. Very interesting. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's close this. Perfect. And let's put this back. Okay. You see Darnold lift Freeman in the air like a child? Which Freeman? No, send me the link. Derek, send me the link. I'm not ready to drop Fitzgerald yet. How do you feel about him this Thursday versus San Francisco? I'm thinking San Francisco pass rush won't allow down the field passes, and Fitz might be a decent option for dump offs. Yeah, I mean, I felt like he would have had a lot of dump offs this past week because the pass rush for the Saints is just as talented. Well, not just as talented, but they're definitely a pretty good group. I don't know, man. Fitzgerald does not see enough targets, like not nearly enough. Let me see here. What's Larry Fitz's stats in the last couple of weeks in terms of target counts? It's sad. Like, oh God, 3 targets, 1 reception, 4 targets, 2 receptions, 20 total yards in the last 2 weeks. I don't even want to try him. I know we don't have to drop him, DB, but we definitely don't have to play him because goodness, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Doesn't seem like a good option whatsoever. All right, are we running the ball here? We're going to call holding? Nope. Villanueva, good blocks. Let's go. He slid as a runner, huh? Very interesting. As a running back, he slid. Never seen that before. Tonight, 16 rushes, 104 yards. Yeah, seems about right. Miami can't stop the run. All right, Mason Rudolph passes onto the ground. At least McDonald is good enough to come back for the ball. Yeah, I think he is talking about Aaron Donald. Yeah. You're right, Matt. He's talking about Aaron Donald picking up Devontae Freeman. Yeah. Yes, I have seen that. Good. That's the funniest thing too, though. The fact that he can just lift. I mean, the funniest part is that Aaron Donald is one of the best, if not the best, defensive player in the National Football League, and he's 6'1", and he's almost the same height in size as what's his name, as Devontae Freeman. It's the funniest part about it. It's literally the same size. It's great. I love it. But yeah, I think that's what he meant, Matt. So thank you for that clarification. Or maybe it's something else because I don't know when Darnold played a Freeman this year. Alrighty, let's see. What are we doing? Steelers running the ball, killing the clock. Let's see what they're going to do here. All you got to do is keep running the ball. Just give it to Snell, give it to Connor. Give it to Snell, give it to Connor. Just repetition. Eventually, your offensive line, who's, Pouncey, the Castro, Foster, Villanueva, they'll get it done. All right, Mason Rudolph, that's not how you get it done, Chief. You just got knocked out of bounds, -3 yards. Goodness gracious. On a bootleg, bro? Come on. Throw the ball away. I thought Freeman getting kicked out was kind of BS. Donald started it and wasn't, yeah. Look, it wasn't a bad punch, but the whole thing is, in terms of their rules, if you throw a punch after, during, doesn't matter, you're ejected. But yeah, it was more like Freeman was coerced into doing it. He was kind of baited, so I don't think he really had a choice. Also, they were losing by a bunch of points, so he was like, listen, I don't want to play anyway. Let me just throw a nice quick hook at this dude and, go to the locker room and chill out. Damn, now we're starting to get some plays going. I think the Miami Dolphins are playing too far off in terms of coverage. I know that they've been burnt a little bit, but this guy's playing 8 yards off, playing man coverage, gets back to the ball, but not quick enough. They're just going to keep running that on you. Quick hitches. Yeah, I've seen the Aaron Donald. Yeah. So good. I'm glad that we established that. Yeah, Aaron Donald just literally... Aaron Donald's a muscle monster. The dude is 270 pounds of straight muscle, and he's so damn athletic. It's unfreaking believable. All right, Mason Rudolph, good protection. Has all day, only sent 3 coverage. Okay. James Conner. Every time James Conner gets hit, I get worried. Because he limps every time. He gets up and limps. Like, I swear to God, he's limping right now. It's scaring me. Whether it's a dead leg or not, it just still scares me. Okay, perfect. All right. Damn it, dude. Why you giving me spoilers? I don't want spoilers, Frank. Damn it. Yeah, I get it. Just hurt me in fantasy. I'm definitely biased. Yeah, I know. I got you. Frank, you out here spoiler. Oh, goodness. The dude just jumped over to Juju. It's okay, Frank. You know what? I'll forgive you. It's fine. I'll forgive you for that. I'm still upset, though. I don't want no spoilers. Y'all know I'm 30 seconds behind out here. But it's all good. I expected Juju to have a good week. I just don't understand why they don't have Xavier Howard on him the entire time. He just mossed that dude. Hell yeah. Good job. Am I going to win one of my leagues with Juju? Nope. Yikes. I'm glad Juju at least is producing for his owners. It's only a matter of a time until he kind of falls back into place and where he was typically at last year. Thoughts on Robert Woods this week with Cook out? Yeah, they don't play. They're on a bye week. So if in week 10 they say that Brandon Cooks is out again, then we can reestablish and figure it out. But Robert Woods hasn't scored a touchdown this year. Josh Reynolds has more touchdowns than him, which is unfortunate, but that's just the reality of it. I think Taysom Hill has 3 touchdowns receiving thus far this season. Like it's pretty ridiculous, but yeah. Woods is kind of in that Fitzgerald boat in my eyes. A guy I don't really want to play anymore. I gave him a chance, screwed me over, pretty much done with it. So yeah, that's where we sit at the moment. Okay, all right, not bad. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Where the heck is everything? All right, that's fine. I gotta watch these commercials. USAA, home and auto insurance or whatever. How about J.J. Watt, man? I'm watching commercial J.J. Watt helping people out. Man, another season-ending injury. He's literally the Gronk of defense. He's a great player, future Hall of Famer, but cannot stay healthy. And it's so unfortunate because some of these players are just so talented. And the fact that, look, you know what? The funniest thing is there's probably the greatest football player to ever play in the NFL has probably tore his ACL the first year of his NFL career. And he never ever got to play, and that's why we don't know who he is. Like injuries happen every day. Players get knocked out every day. All I'm saying is that it kind of sucks that J.J. Watt, one of the better players in the NFL, keeps dealing with injuries. Okay, what are we doing with these commercials? I'm sick and tired of it. Can I get the game on my phone? A live game? Let me see here. With no delay, please. Yep. Nope, I'm not doing the volume. All right, let's see which one's on a delay. If I'm live on my phone, then we're good to go. But I still have to watch ads because that's life. Stay tuned for the NFL Live on Yahoo Sports. Yeah, if you guys have the Yahoo Sports app, you could probably watch the game on there if you don't have ESPN or anything of that sort, or maybe you're not home. All right, here we go. Let's see. Are we going to delay? Okay, cool. I'm not watching the one over here. I'm just going to watch it on my phone. Pretty good quality, too. 17-14. Yep, like I anticipated. The Steelers are going to win, and then they're going to hopefully run the ball in the second half, get some points for Connor and or Snell. It's a decent return. You know what the craziest thing is? The Miami Dolphins wasted so much money on Jakeem Grant this offseason. It was literally what the Rams did to Tavon Austin a couple years back, where they gave a guy that doesn't contribute outside of special teams a $30 million contract that he doesn't deserve. And I think that's some of the stupidest things that an organization can do. I don't understand why some teams get sidetracked and get lost in doing that. It's just so weird. All right, let's see what Fitzpatrick's able to do here. Just for future reference, so everyone is on the same page. Pretty good quality, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, never mind. The halo light almost blew out my phone. Goodness gracious. But yeah, we're watching it here. All right. Chuck says, does Godwin and Evans switch weeks? So next week it's Godwin, hopefully. Yeah. You know what's funny, too? Majority of Mike Evans' production was like first half. It was only like late in the second half where he was actually getting more targets. A lot of it just came from the first half. Was able to at least produce there. But yeah, I'm thinking hopefully it's not an every other week kind of thing with like Marvin Jones and what's his name? And Golladay, but it might end up being. And you're just going to have to start them both every week and just hope. Or whichever one you have. I'm assuming you have Godwin. That's why you're saying hopefully. I have a team in which I have both of them. And I start both every week. Because what am I going to do? I have to start them both. I think they're both too good to leave on the bench at this point. Let's see. What are we doing here? Devontae Parker's been playing better. Preston Williams has been playing better. But if Fitzpatrick, in his chewing gum ways, wants to throw an interception, who's going to stop him? It's a good pass. I just told everyone that Preston Williams was playing better. And the dude just straight drops a pass that hits him in the hands. Yo, come on. That's so embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing. You know what's crazy, too? The thing about this Dolphins team, you would think that, okay, you have Albert Wilson, you have Jakeem Grant, two of, if not the fastest players in the NFL, or faster guys in general. Yet, they're never really on the field. Look at Fitz running for it, baby. Mike Gesicki with a catch. It's the second of a day, I think. Third down coming up. If the Steelers get the ball back, it's over. They're gonna kill clock and run it down. How's the hand doing? Pretty good, Derek. I'm still bandaged up, and I have to be for probably 2 weeks. But the wound's closed. There's a part of the wound that's a little jacked up, but I'll be fine. Thank you for the concern. I'm just probably too much of a pussy about it to really even, I don't know. Probably somebody else had the same issue and they just kind of rubbed some dirt on it and then just left it open and they were just fine. Damn, did he just run for that first down? Fitz is a monster. You think George Kittle will ever get a touchdown or have a big week? Yeah, why not? He has had big weeks in the past. George Kittle's been a good tight end this year. I know he started off a little slow, but George Kittle, as of late, not terrible. Like this past week had 11 points. The week before that, not great, but the 2 weeks before that, 103 receiving yards, eight grabs. The week before that, 70 yards, 6 grabs, and a touchdown. He's been decent. I don't mind. I mean, if you're looking for a 25-point week, it's coming, and it's coming against the Cardinals. They get to play them twice in the next 3 weeks. So yes, it's coming. Let's see here. Frank says Greg Olsen versus Tennessee or Ertz versus Chicago week 9. I'm tired of Goddard stealing my points. Yeah, I am as well. So I'm probably kind of. Wow, he ran 4 on 4th down. What a monster. I love Fitz. The magic is real. So anyway, what I'm thinking is look, here's the problem. Greg Olsen isn't that much better. Like Greg Olsen doesn't excite me or produce very much to where I'm like, yeah, play Greg Olsen. He's got a great option. No. The dude had 2 catches for 13 yards last week. He's even worse. So as of right now, the matchup at Tennessee, is it good? No. Is it great? It could. It's just average. As of right now, I'm probably still throwing Ertz out there, Frank. I'm going to be honest. What up, Andrew? Should I drop Hyde for Mark Walton? No, I don't think you should drop. Wait, what happened to Hyde? Is he not good? I thought he was pretty decent yesterday. Let me see. From just watching the game, I think he looked decent as a runner, but maybe he didn't put up points. 83 rushing yards. How many attempts? 19 rushing attempts. I don't think you need to drop him. From what we can tell from Walton thus far, nothing really is, sticking. He doesn't look great thus far, unless I'm missing a play that you guys have seen that I haven't. He only has 18 rushing yards. I'd much rather have Hyde, who is a for sure, 15-plus attempt kind of guy every week, on a better offense. Much rather have Hyde. So keep Hyde, leave Walton on the waivers. Hey, Andrew, will you do a draft kit next season? I don't know. I do not know. That is a very good question. As of right now, I've thought about it. I've considered it. The question is whether or not I do it. Only time will tell. Don't want to say yes. Don't want to say no. Don't want to have to commit to anything just yet. But if I feel like doing it, because it was a lot of time, if I feel like doing it, I will. But if I don't feel like doing it, if something else comes up, if maybe I can hire someone to help me with it, then there's more of an option to do it. But it's really difficult to do it by oneself. Like anybody who's ever done a draft kit in the industry, and I have so much more respect for them. It's unbelievable. It takes so much time and dedication. It's insane. But I know a lot of these bigger entities have multiple people working on it. It's just goodness gracious. Did you see the 2 girls last night in the World Series? Yes, I did. I saw that shit on Twitter. It's hilarious. They think it's gonna make a big difference. I mean, it could, but is he down by contact? I did see it, Chuck. It was hilarious. Yeah, I thought that was really funny. Are they gonna call him down? That's brutal. I felt like he wasn't down, though. Come on, Fitz. Come on, Fitz. Ruling on the field. First down. What are we going to call? Come on. Let's not overturn this. Don't ruin the day. What's the series on between the Nationals and Astros? Are the Astros up? Let me see here. I know it was 2-2, and the Astros are up 3-2. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, the Astros, I had nightmares about the Astros a couple years back when the Dodgers could not beat them in the World Series. I had nightmares about those guys. Jose Altuve literally just ruined my life. That was rough. That was real rough. Verlander, fucking Strasburg, right? No, Strasburg's on the other team. Is he? I don't know. Someone's got to tell me. I don't know baseball too well. I know a couple names here and there. But either way. I'm more of a basketball guy. after football. Like, a lot more. And I think basketball, especially this season, with how many monster teams there are, especially in the West, God, it's going to be exciting. Yeah, it should be really fun. And then being a Laker fan, that's always fun as well. Obviously, the Clippers are a team that's looking like they're running the town soon, but either way, as long as there's an LA team repping, like, I don't care. Obviously, I'd like to see the Lakers put up a 17th championship in the banner in the rafters, but still. Are we still reviewing this play of whether or not he got a first down? Like, how does it take 12 minutes? Thoughts on Joe Mixon and thoughts on Kenyon Drake? Yeah, Joe Mixon had a great game. Like, surprisingly had a great game. The exact same way that he scored in week 7, he scored in week 8. The exact same play. A quick play action, dump off pass on the goal line, catches it. No one's even near him because nobody can even pay attention. So, I mean, in terms of his snap percentage, or you know what? I'm actually curious. How many rushing attempts did the guy have? He looked pretty decent, which was kind of crazy considering 17 rushing attempts. That's the second most of the season. 66 yards, not great. But at least he got the touchdown to kind of make up his week. That's what he did last week. He's continuing to do so. Rest of season, don't like the schedule. Baltimore, Oakland, Pittsburgh, the Jets, Cleveland. It's not even that I don't like the schedule. It's more like I don't like the offense. If AJ Green comes back and opens it up a little bit more and grants them more of an opportunity to stay in games and run the ball, then great. But otherwise, not good. Did they count it as a first down? Looks like it is. Looks like it's Miami's ball. Derek says, go Nuggets. Okay, yeah, the Nuggets are pretty good. Jamal Murray, great. Jokic, awesome. And after that, I don't know anybody else. But that's good enough. That's like the 1-2 combo. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else that I remember on the Nuggets? Man, there's a lot of new names. That's why it's kind of like fresh. But yeah, Jokic and Jamal Murray, that's the way to go. Thoughts on Ingram moving forward? Mark Ingram should be fine. I think the issue with Mark Ingram is more or less around the fact that Lamar Jackson's probably going to continue to steal as much touches as he does. Ingram seems to be a solid RB2 option in which he's going to get like 50 rushing yards and a touchdown every single game, or consistently, not every single game, but at least consistently enough to where you don't have to really worry about him. And that's what he's done for a lot of this season. And what is it? How many games has he scored a touchdown? 1, 2, 3, 4 games in which he scored a touchdown. In almost every single game, he's had 44 plus rushing yards. Not bad. His touches are not bad either. And his upcoming schedule is not terrible. So actually, it's not great. New England's not going to be fun. The San Francisco 49ers. Okay, but that's only 2 games. Not a big deal. Yeah, I think he should be fine. He's an RB2. So as long as he's not your RB1 and he's your RB2, even then I probably want a better RB2. So yeah. Burton on the Nuggets. Who's Burton? I got to look this up. Denver Nuggets. I could probably name like 2 or 3 key players on every team. But let's look at these Denver Nuggets. You have Jokic, Will Barton. Is that who you're talking about? And Paul Millsap is still there? Really? Goodness. Mason Plumlee. I remember when those guys used to be good in college. Yeah. Who the hell is Bol? Who the hell is Bol? This guy's name is Bol? What the heck is going on here? How are the Kings doing? Let's see here. They got Bogdan Bogdanovic, the legend himself. All right. What's going on here? Is the third quarter ending? Like, what are they doing? What kind of a botch? What is happening in this game? Can someone explain this to me? I don't have volume on. All I see is that the Miami head coach is losing his mind. He's livid. What is actually happening? Oh, okay. They called it back. And it's Pittsburgh's ball with 18 seconds left in the third. Interesting. Anyway, You know what this kind of reminded me of? Have you guys? Okay, so my brother was showing me something the other day. It was called Bottlegate. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Bottlegate in the National Football League, but it was a game. God knows how long ago. Pretty long ago. It was between the Browns and the Jaguars when Tom Coughlin was the head coach of the Jaguars. Okay, and there was a play in which a receiver caught a ball. The ball hit the ground, which forced him to catch it. Okay, no big deal, perfectly fine. But it was an incomplete pass, but they called it a catch. Okay, and this was on the Browns. The Browns threw a pass, he caught it, hit the ground, and they didn't. Okay, they hurried up to the line to go spike it. The quarterback fakes the spike, then spikes it. Okay, all of a sudden, Tom Coughlin's like, "No, that's not supposed to happen. You cannot fake a spike. That is not like in the rule book. You cannot. You have to immediately spike it into the ground. Otherwise, it is a penalty, and the penalty is a what's it called? Intentional grounding. So you have to have a loss of down. So what happens is they review it, and what they say is that the refs, and this is a long time ago when replay was only just like getting so its work and all that kind of jazz. What happened was the refs go and they look at the replay and they're like, all right, listen, we're not even going to look at the fake spike because the play before that, yeah, that wasn't a catch. So that's a turnover on downs because it was completed on fourth down. And we're going to go ahead and give the ball to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Done. All right. So then what happens is, which is bullshit because they obviously went back an entire play. The fans in Cleveland lost their minds and started chucking glass bottles, onto the field. It got so bad that the refs just called the game with 40 seconds left and just dipped. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I cannot believe it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Bottlegate, but you go look it up. It's ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, Bobo is the ringer. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and see here. Are we gonna run a play here? What's going on? I'm actually curious on what kind of explanation is being given for why everyone's going apeshit. They really have to spend 30 minutes explaining it to him? What is going on here? It's very interesting. I'm just going to leave the volume on for a little bit. I'm actually curious on what exactly they're arguing about. Alright, cool. Alright, I guess they're just, yeah. No, he was definitely short. He was down by contact. So it's not a terrible call. Alright, let's see here. We're good. I mean, Fitz is trying his best. He just can't get it done. Alright, let's see some running, huh? Let's see Connor try to run this ball. Let's see somebody else try to run this ball. See what we can figure out. Maybe some Benny Snell action. I just kind of want to see somebody else other than Connor run the ball. Because if there's a two-headed monster potential in this backfield, what the heck was that? Deontay Johnson is getting so much work. My goodness. That is just ridiculous. Deontay Johnson already has 17 fantasy points in half PPR. 5 receptions, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Wow. That's really good. It's really effing good. All right, let's see. Single back. What is this? 12 personnel. Oh, that's a counter. Hell yeah. Go. Nice job. Could we get Benny Snell's first touchdown of the year? Let's spread the love. Why not? Just make it happen. I mean, either way, whether you score or not, Ryan Fitzpatrick's coming back with the blade of glory, trying to score as quick as he possibly can. He's probably going to get some garbage time points. That's for certain. Okay. Is Xavier Howard on the bench? Is that what we're looking at? Number 25? I guess so. Roosevelt Nix, fullback. Didn't block anybody? Great. Good job. Brutal. He had one big play before the half. Yeah, no, I know that. But still, the amount of targets he's getting, the amount of receptions, still has value. Still has value. Like 6 targets, 5 receptions. Not bad at all. Okay, sure, we can wipe away one of them. All right, he has 5 targets, 4 receptions. Perfectly fine with that. I think that's good. For a guy that really I didn't expect much out of, especially this week, even in the matchup. Because typically outside of like Connor and Juju, you don't really want to touch anybody in this team. But maybe if somebody else can continue to see more work, it definitely kind of at least increases the value of everybody else because they'll have to, defenses will have to adjust for that specific player. Just throw to Connor, dude. Well, there's a lot of penalty flags. Juju getting smacked up. Man, I can't believe the Dolphins. I mean, I'm not really surprised that the Dolphins drew this game. They're not trying to win. They're trying to get the first overall pick. And the Cincinnati Bengals are doing a much better job at solidifying that, but still. Interesting. Should I drop Corey Davis for Amendola, Conley, Dorsett, Slayton for a couple week streams? I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind it. The only reason Corey Davis didn't do anything, so what they did is Vernon Hargreaves typically played the outside corner slot, and they moved him in and they played him into the slot corner position. And they moved the slot corner out to the outside, and it really gave Tennessee some struggles. What the heck is his offense right now? What in the heck is going on here? Nice catch. Good job, Juju. Lost his shoes in the entire process, interestingly enough. But, yeah, I don't mind Amendola. I mean, look, here's the thing. I think Corey Davis, as the number one of his team, is the better player. But in terms of how much work Conley and Amendola are getting, they're better as of right now, which is tricky because I don't know if they're going to continue to be as consistent as they've been. How do you think OBJ will do in Week 9 against Denver? Chris Harris Jr. is not allowed anybody to do anything this year, like at all. So I don't want to play OBJ. Truth be told, like Chris Harris Jr. is ridiculously good. Like I thought T.Y. Hilton would at least be able to like move in the slot and be able to run away from Chris Harris Jr. But that wasn't the case, and that's why he struggled so heavily. All right, what are we doing here? Where are we going here? Are they not coming out and running the ball here? What are they going to do, pass? Interesting. What do we got? Okay, shotgun. And they ran it. Okay, that's what I thought. That's a touchdown, right? Did he fumble on the one? No way. He broke the plane, though. I don't think he fumbled into the end zone. I think he's fine. That's a touchdown. Good job by Connor. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this team run the ball against one of the worst defenses against the run. They had to. And I'm glad that they were able to at least get it done. That was an easy play. The linebacker just jumped the gap incorrectly. Let's see here. Is he down by contact? No. Should be good. I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of... Where's the ball? Interesting. Very interesting, actually. This is going to be a tricky one. Oh, man. I don't want to be the ref right now, actually. I think that's a touchdown, but we'll see. A couple years ago, they used to screw over Jesse James by doing that stuff. He used to always catch the ball, get in the end zone, they'd call it back and say it was a fumble. Some stupid shit. Either way. Has anybody else got any other fantasy questions for Week 9? I know it's early in the week. We're still on Monday dealing with all this kind of jazz. If you guys got any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, in about 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to head out, start working on rankings for tomorrow, running back stuff. Aaron Jones, definitely going to be on the upper echelon of the running backs this coming week. Dude's actually ridiculous. The actually most ridiculous thing, I think my most surprising performance from this past week. For the second week in a row, it's probably Latavius Murray. I cannot believe he's playing that well. And I cannot believe he's getting that many targets out of the backfield. 12 targets, 9 receptions, 56 yards and a touchdown. Like, that is unbelievable. For Latavius Murray, a guy that I don't think should be allowed to catch the ball because he's not very athletic, just made it look like he's just feasting. All right, see you, Steven. Talk to you later. Actually insane. All right, we got commercials, blah, blah, blah. Thursday night game is the Cardinals and the 49ers, so we'll see how that kind of moves on. Okay, yep. So who in the chat's been playing any video games, Azulite? Video games is a nice hobby. Anybody playing anything noteworthy? Anybody playing the new Call of Duty? Is it worth it? That's my question. I haven't played COD in a very long time, but why not? Anybody? Let me know. Let's see here. What else is there? Boom. All right, cool. Let's see if Fitzmagic wants to put something together. Maybe score here, huh? Come on, Fitzmagic. Let's see some competitive back and forth. I don't want a one-sided matchup now, please. You came out too hot. I know they're paying you not to win this game, but come on. Another commercial. Son of a gun. Somebody help me. Ow, my hand. I'm just going to play with this cap here. I play WoW. New COD is definitely worth it. Asheron's Classic WoW. You know, here's the thing. I tried to play Classic WoW, and no one would play with me. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't do this. Actually, no, it wasn't even just that. My brother would play. And I was like, okay. But then he started grinding, and then I got caught. And I was like fucking 10 levels behind him. I was like, all right, dude, I can't catch up to you. It's not happening. So who wants to power level me through a couple raids here? No, I'm just playing. I think my subscription ran out. I think I just let it cancel itself. COD is definitely worth it, huh? Interesting. All right. What was I looking at? There was a question from Bigsby Herndon, question mark. Keep thinking of keeping him and saying, yeah. I think there is a chance that Herndon comes back and is decent, considering the matchups. Obviously, what Griffin was able to do is a promising sign for maybe potentially Herndon, but I wouldn't. Who's your other tight end, Bigsby? That's the biggest question. Who's your other tight end? And what's available on the... Because honestly, if O.J. Howard is available, I want him. I want to pick him up immediately because I really do believe that he's going to be traded. And I know they've been saying they're looking for a significant offer. Someone's going to throw them a significant offer for His Holiness, O.J. Howard. Mark Walton with about 7 yards on that screen pass. Not bad. LOL, I'm level 50. Undead Mage. The grind is hard. Yeah. No, you know what? My extent of World of Warcraft is pretty much just watching Twitch streamers. Like, I'll just watch Asmongold, and I'll just watch him every now and then. But because he just has cleaned the game out, and people just keep gifting him money and shit, he doesn't even have to grind anymore. He's become I'll just donate to me, and I'll watch a video kind of streamer. I was like, all right, relax. We're done with your Asmon. Nobody's grinding anymore. We're done. I play Resident Evil 5. Damn, Hold up. Is Resident Evil 5... Okay, let me hear. Is that the remastered one? If I'm not mistaken, they put out a remastered one. Is this the one you're talking about? Let me see. Yeah, I think this is the remastered one that they put out. I'm not sure, though. You tell me. If Marquise Brown plays in Week 9 versus New England, would you play him over OBJ versus Denver? Yeah, I think I probably would consider it. I'm not 100% certain at the moment, but I probably would want to, yeah. Mark Andrews on the wire, OJ, Fells, Goddard. Those are the only names. Yeah, I would honestly drop Herndon and pick up OJ Howard because I do think that going forward he's going to be traded in the next week. And if not, no one really in your league is probably going to go and pick up Herndon because he hasn't done anything all year. Astron's Call is an MMO from 1999. Okay, interesting. There's about 600 of us still play on the emulator. Wow. That's actually insane. 1990. So many. Okay, people are yelling. People are yelling in my house. What the fuck is going on? Resident Evil 2 is good too. Yeah. Also replaying Red Dead Redemption 2. Such a great story. Look, here's the thing, guys. I can't even play like story games anymore. I've gotten to the point where if there's a story, I'm not playing the game. Like I don't want to play it. I just want to play online games. That's it. Like that's about all I can do at this point. Like just let me launch up a match, let me play, and then I'm out. But even then again, like I'm just not playing too many games anymore. Even though I want to. Like I legitimately want to play games. I'm waiting to see what BlizzCon comes out with. I think they're coming out with Overwatch 2. It's just a joke. Just a joke. Like I don't know what the hell's going on with that company. Just burning every week. 3rd and 13. Here comes Fitzmagic. Maybe you can make a magical play here. And, Jakeem Grant or Albert Wilson can earn their paycheck. It's the one that came out in 2009 with that annoying, useless Shiva. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, Resident Evil 5. It's the one from 2009. Is that the one? I don't know how every Resident Evil works, but I think there was one that I played. I bought it from GameStop like years ago, right? And I bought it for like $5 off the shelf. And this was shit. I want to say this was like 10 years ago. There was like a mechanic where you couldn't aim and run at the same time. I was like, I can't play this game. I can't. I was getting run down by the sprinting zombies. I was like, I cannot do this. This is too stressful. Online and grind. Diablo Immortal. Oh no, not on the mobile. Please God, no. Oh no. I can't play mobile games. Like, no, please no. As much as they've improved, like, they're probably going to come out with Diablo Immortal this weekend, but they need to just announce like number 4 or something. Diablo 4, because people have been waiting for that for so long. It's actually insane. Alright, Fitzmagic, let's see what you can do here. Are they bringing the heat? It looks like they are. It's a good pass rush. Oh, what a first down. Good job. Is that Alan Hearns making his money or earning his paycheck? Got a baby. Wow, Fitzpatrick's playing well. Good protection. Good protection. Not bad at all. Let's see what we can do here. That's a really good route, too. Oh, it's Jakeem Grant. Oh, bless. He is earning his paycheck. Well done. Well done. Good, sir. You got to use that speed. If they're going to play 12 yards off, you have to use that speed. Comeback routes are all okay. They're bringing heat. Obviously, this. Ooh. Interesting. Fitzpatrick. Nice. Walton. Just fumbled. That's brutal. That's very brutal. So be it. That's what happens. It's the National Football League for you. This guy had a perfect catch, and it was going for 10-plus yards, and he coughed it up so quickly. You got to be shitting me. Wow. Did they even touch you? Yep. Just slip right out. Very interesting. Would you play Crowder at Miami? What do you think is Flores? At this point, I'm just worried about like the fact that Ryan Griffin and Demaryius Thomas were the leading 2 receivers for the Jets this past week is definitely concerning, and it bothers me to an extent. I gotta sneeze. Maybe not. I'm trying to. Come on, sneeze. Come on. I want to sneeze. All right, I can't sneeze. All right. Woo, baby. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you. For those of you who said bless you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right. A lot of players hurt or on by. Yeah, I agree. I don't mind Crowder. I thought he would be better this past week. he should continue to get better. If in fact they do trade Robbie Anderson, it does help Crowder though. But either way, I think they should be fine. I don't mind his floor, but I might rather play like a guy like Amendola this week over him, getting more targets, etc. Better offense. Would you trust Stafford moving forward as your QB1? I don't mind it. Yeah, I think the Chicago matchups are a little sketchy, but I think they've played well enough, and their defense is bad enough to where he has to consistently throw the ball throughout the entire game, and therefore having kind of carved out a pretty good value for himself. That's the worst and best sneeze. Yeah, I swear. Anytime you really have a sneeze and then you end up, it's great. But at the same time, it's like, why are you torturing me? Let me just sneeze. Much agreed. Alrighty. What are we doing here? Let's see. The Patriots 8-0. The Colts, Ravens, Chiefs winning their divisions. The Bills and the Texans are the wild cards. All these other teams are looking in, huh? Yeah, that was a pretty big win by the Texans against the Raiders. They didn't win that. It was going to be pretty sketchy. I'm going to try to get Amendola or Conley play ahead of Crowder. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Bixby. The Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Rams. I don't think the Rams are making it. Like, unfortunately, I don't think they're a good enough team, but we'll see. They got to play against the 49ers again. They got to play against the Seahawks again. Not fun. It's going to be tough. Dan Bigsby let the man sneeze. Hello. That's funny. I'm glad James Conner did not run out of bounds. There's a flag anyway. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. The entire field is in his face mask. How is that possible? How is his entire face mask from the field just got absorbed? Oh, okay. One shot. There it is. Gone. You can get him back on the field now. You think I could trade Breeze for Hilton or Lindsey in a flex? For a flex player or Bell? So Breeze and Hilton or Lindsey for Bell. If you can do Breeze and Lindsey, maybe you need RB depth. Maybe you don't need wide receivers. You can trade Hilton. That's fine. I'm okay with either or. I don't think you need... Well, yeah, if you need Bell, yeah, I don't mind that. As long as you have a better QB1, you should be fine. Yeah, the whole thing is... it's not whether you can trade him, it's whether the guy's going to take that deal. So if he's in need of a quarterback and you can give him Breeze and then whatever, Lindsey on top of it, and he's okay with it, then yeah, I would say go and do it. If you don't have quarterback issues, get it done. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why you're asking if I'm okay with Stafford the rest of the season. It's because you're thinking about trading Breeze. I get it. So I don't think you have a quarterback issue. He's past his bye week. He's playing pretty well. So yeah, I don't think it's a problem if you do that. Mason Rudolph is really just trying to air it out, huh? I don't think that's a smart idea. I think they should have ran it and they should have killed the clock here. I think you're not doing your team much of a service by calling these kind of plays. Not one bit. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. If you have any more questions, just shoot it to me on Patreon. I'll get back to you. I'm going to go work on a couple things, take care of a couple stuff, maybe go grab something to eat for dinner, and then I'll figure it out. I got to call some people back because they want to call during the stream, and we'll see you guys later. Again, appreciate you guys' support, and until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.